Hey guys, so today I have another makeup look, and this look I wore something very similar to in my BH Cosmetics first impression of my blush palette. So this look is a nice dark brown smoky eye. It's got some champagne and some dark chocolate brown, and then I have a nice bold lip, and it's one of my favorite fall lipsticks right now, and I just really love this look. And I think it's great for blue eyes, but it can be worn by anyone, any colored eyes. But I think it just looks extra special with blue eyes because brown makes our eyes pop. So all my blue-eyed girls, definitely try this out if you want your eyes to really pop. If you want to learn how to get this look, just keep on watching.
So here are some of the products I'll be using today: my BH Cosmetics blush palette, my Urban Decay Vice palette, and a couple of nude palettes, both cream and powder. So let's get started. Here I'm just applying the light cream shadow as a base to most of my lid, just to help the lighter colors stick to something and to give them a little more vibrancy. And then I'm just going to switch my concealer brush over into the dark chocolate brown, and I'm just edging this out a little bit above my crease and into more of a cat eye shape. Don't worry if it's not perfect because we're going to be smudging it out. And I'm just filling about half of my lid with that color, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we'll be touching it up with eyeshadow. And now I'm just taking a shimmery yellow champagne-y kind of color and putting this on top of where we put the light cream base, and just to make it a little more sparkly. And after packing that on and bringing it into my inner tear duct, I'm going to be picking up an eye crayon, which is definitely more of a champagne-y gold color, and packing this on top again. So we're just layering this and alternating it between the stick and the eyeshadow powder, just to make our eyes sparkle. And now I'm taking a pencil brush with a matte or semi-matte dark chocolate brown shade, and I'm just going to be working around the edges of that color as well as onto my lid. And this will begin to smudge the eyeshadow, but I'm going to be taking a small blending brush afterwards, and I'm just bringing it down my lower lash line just a little bit onto the outer third or so of my lower lash line because I don't want to close my eye off. And here I'm just blending out the edges to soften it up. You can bring up the color higher depending on how much lid space you have, but I find for my eyes this is about the right height for me. And now I'm taking another blending brush. It doesn't put on as much color, and I've picked up a darker brown shade from the Vice palette, and I'm working that into the outer V and then onto the rest of my lid, just to smoke out the color a little bit more and give it a little bit more dimension. And after that, you've blended and packed on the color as much as you'd like, I'm actually going to go back in with the two lighter shades after blending, just to make sure that the inner eye still pops and hasn't been washed out too much by the darker color. And now I'm just taking a skin color from the Vice palette. This is Laced, I believe, and I'm just going to blend out that top color, and I'm not going to do a highlight on my eye just because everything's so sparkly. And I'm just going to put on some mascara, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the face. And I'm just going to be putting on some concealer here and blending it out, because you want to make sure that if you have any dark circles, they're covered up, because otherwise the makeup will make you look even darker around the eyes and make you look tired. Now I'm just applying my bright lipstick, and this is Sienna by Annabelle Cosmetics, and like I said, it's one of my favorite fall lipsticks, and it just really makes this look pop even more. And you could do this with a very nude lip, you could do it with a red lip. It lends itself to most colors, but I think this is just one of the greatest colors to go with it. And then I'm using a bit of a NYC plumping lip gloss over top, and I'm just dabbing it so I don't get too much of the color onto the wand. just to make your eyes look, or lips look a little more sparkly. And now I'm just taking my bronzer and contouring my cheeks just a bit. Look, I'm doing a very light colored blush. It's more of a bronze color because you don't want anything too dark or too bright to take away from your lips or your eyes. And that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!